Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How are you all doing? Okay? How are you all doing? My topic today is graded absolutism and the many errors in today's church. Let us start with a prayer. Heavenly Father, I come before you to thank you for everything you've done in our lives. I glorify and I adore you. I bless you. I uphold you, O Lord. You are our God. Please give us wisdom, direct our paths, and save us. Give us your love. Give us your comfort, Heavenly Father, and bestow upon us your knowledge. In Yahushua's name I pray. Amen. So, someone said this man and church. When church no gree tell una true nko. You see, the dumbest thing I've heard from Nigerians is when they say, allow people to believe what they want to believe. Your father and mother believed what they wanted to believe. That's why we are where we are today. I was reading something today. Some guy posted it. And I've been tackling them since. The guy posted this. He said, breaking news. Some at ETM Republic obeys my hero. Over 10 billion people have read Chimamanda's letter to President Biden. Normally, I don't put my mouth in politics. Simply Vic, I owe you an apology. I said, Simply Vic, I'm going live now. Simply Vic said, you that you will go live. We're on the phone. He said, you that you go live in 25 minutes. I said, no, I'm going live in 5 minutes. 1 hour ago. So Simply Vic, even that said 25 minutes was still wrong. I apologize. Someone says, same as Paul said, allow people to believe. Go and read Acts chapter 15, verse 1. Some people came to preach that you need circumcision in order to make God's kingdom. Paul and Barnabas went to fight them. Why didn't Paul? You see, Paul talks a lot of nonsense. I did tell you this thing. Paul, the confusion in Christianity today. Now, Paul calls Sam. Forget colonialism. Colonialism added to the stupidity. The real stupidity in Christianity today was started by Paul. Paul, na politician. That is why only him get two names. Only him na Saul and only him na Paul. He never changed his name. Go and read Acts chapter 13, verse 9. Milchev says Antichrist. I will always be the Antichrist as long as your Christ is the embodiment of your stupidity that you created and labeled as Christ. I am anti it. But remember, the Bible said in the book of Revelation about the Antichrist that he will make miracles that you have never seen before. They did not say the Antichrist was going to come and preach a counter message. He said they will do miracles and confuse even the very elect if possible. They will bring light down from the heavens. Those are the things they said about Antichrist. Go and read Acts chapter 13 verse 9. His name was Saul and his other name was Paul. He never changed to Paul for any Christianity. It's the nonsense. You see, when I tell your parents were taught nonsense, look like I'm insulting your parents. Your parents were taught nonsense. Today, I was discussing with Simply Vic. They've discovered a whole new chapter in the Vatican that was erased. It's there. It's in the news today. I will give it to you and you Google it yourself. It's in the news. You see, you need to understand that when it comes to Christianity, Islam doesn't have this problem. Of course, Islam can also be, the Holy Quran can also be misinterpreted. But you see, the Bible creates so much room because the Bible is not Christianity is not Jewish tradition, is not Christ and the apostles tradition, is Roman tradition that is sold to you people as Christianity. So you will have Christian things that are not in the Bible, like Easter. You will wonder, how did they get Easter? Christ said 3 days and 3 nights he'll be in the belly of the earth, like Jonah was in the belly of the fish. Then in your, una do mathematics now. If you go on a Friday evening and you pay 3 nights in a hotel, and they come and tell you Sunday morning before dawn that you should check out, won't you scatter the whole hotel? Prince Haywire says, we are not Antichrist. We are the Lucifer. God bless you. I'm going to make a post about that. I'm not the Antichrist. I'm just a follower of Lucifer. Baba, everybody goes, scatter. They go run mad. Baba, let me tell you, I love using knowledge to taunt people. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but just use knowledge to taunt people. Me, where I know, say Christ call himself Lucifer. He said, I am the bright morning star. In Greek, Aster, Lampros. In the book of Revelation, 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 19, if you read it in Latin, Peter called Christ Lucifer in the Latin Bible. But because Lucifer to you Olodos was the one they taught your Olodo parents by Olodo pastors, was the one in Isaiah chapter 14 verse 12. Oh, how you are fallen from heaven, oh Lucifer, when they were talking to the king of Babylon. But let me tell you something. I don't know if I won't tell you. If you come from a religious home, you come from a stupid home. A home where stupidity was given a foundation, a home where stupidity was given an altar, a home where stupidity was worshipped, a home where stupidity was allowed to explore its full potential, meaning you can be as stupid as you can be. Because only stupidity will see logic and dodge. That's how one person posted something earlier on. Listen to this. He said, breaking news, over 10 billion people have read Chimamanda's letter to President Biden. The world's eyes on Nigeria right now. I sit down count and I say, 10 billion people have read Chimamanda's letter to Biden. I can't begin to use logic, think calm. How many people in the whole world? 7. It never reached 8 billion. The whole world, the population of the whole world now is 7.8 billion. But 10 billion people have read a letter. First of all, that is a lie. Just by the fact that 10 billion people do not exist, unless you want to count your Yami Oshorunga, you want to count your witches and wizards that are flying at night, unless you want to count your fowls and your pigeons, unless you want to count the ghosts that are haunting play, even if then you go still reach 10 billion. Then the second question is, do you know that out of the 10 billion people, India and Chinese now 60%? Out of the 7 billion people, I mean 8 billion people, India and Chinese now 60%, 2/3. So if you come out 60%, which is about 5 billion, you are left with 3 billion. Now, do you realize that Indians and Chinese, a great majority of them don't read English? They don't speak English. Some people go to school in Mandarin and become professors in Mandarin and never know English. In my mother's country, Romania, they don't speak English. They speak one or two ta. Hello, hi, can I help you? Now they say they go reach Mamanda letter. First of all, that letter must be of global importance. You think the whole world sits down to worry about what's happening in one backwater country where they cannot get their self? You think that's what the Romanians, the Poles in Poland, the Norwegians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Chinese, the Arabs, you think that's what they are thinking about? They are reading Chimamanda's letter as in, una they mad? The majority of the people, the US right now is dealing with the total collapse of the dollar. Now they say they want to read Chima. How many people don't read Chimamanda book? Come say they want to read a letter. As you see me, so I never read one of Chimamanda book before. One. I've read Chinua Achebe. I've read Wole Soyinka maybe one book. Chinua Achebe maybe 2 books. I've never read what's her name? Chimamanda. I'm not saying Chimamanda is not a great author, and I'm not saying I don't appreciate her literary works, but I've never sat down to read her book. So I'm using this as the context in which Nigerians get fooled. I never read the letter. How many of you here have not read the letter? If you are watching me and you've not read the letter, raise your hand. How many of you have not read it? I've not read the letter. I know she wrote a letter concerning Wole. Wole Soyinka letter herself I never read. Someone said this is APC propaganda. Why are you dwelling on it? I'm dwelling on it because you are believing it. Don't jump. I'm dwelling on it. I told you not to jump and you jumped. I'm dwelling on it. Someone said, DF, she's a great author. Her books makes... Yes, I'm saying it makes sense, but I've not read any. It's not everything that makes sense that I'll have time to read. Sometimes my time is to deal with other things that still make sense. So it becomes annoying when you test my intelligence. Do you know that a greater portion of the world do not read English than the portion that read English? We are not even talking of the illiterates or the subliterates. You want to tell me that an average Chinese man walking on the streets of Hong Kong knows who Chimamanda is, knows who Peter Obi is, knows who Wole Soyinka is, that he'll be familiarizing himself with our matter? Talk to me. Let's talk to ourselves. You want to tell me the average Indian knows Chimamanda? You think the Indians don't have their own Chimamanda level authors that we drag with Chimamanda? The way you people rate Nigeria, while light and life for Grammy, Nigeria suppose they win 20 Grammys annually. For Olympics, Nigeria, you suppose they see that global impact. It's not there. We are not be now we don't raise head small for Grammy with Burna Boy and Wizkid. Small times they don't raise head small. They raise head like swan. Small. Now you go sit down say 10 billion, like the whole world plus all the witches and wizards and the spirits all read one letter. Someone said it's called patriotism. Don't label stupid. Don't stop giving stupidity fancy names. Stop giving stupidity fancy names. That's how people say the foolishness of God is more important, is better than human wisdom. Stop making God look stupid. Your stupidity is your stupidity. It's not the foolishness of God. It is your foolishness. Don't bring God into it. So let's learn to tell ourselves the truth. Let's learn to critically analyze the situation. Oh yes, I love Peter Obi, but it is impossible for Peter Obi to get 50 million views. I can put my money down. That letter did not get 50 million views. Let alone 100 million. Let alone, do you know what 100 million is? It means half of Nigeria read the letter. Let alone 1 billion. Do you know what 1 billion is? 1 billion is the whole of Africa. As in, you see, my problem is you go to church, you fast, you listen to stupid people preach to you from pulpits all day and all night. Which day do you want to have sense? You are too used to listening to stupid people. So stupid things make sense to you. I was watching the first time I saw they said that boy in a Yahoo boy, that boy will jam two people, they can't lynch the guy. I was watching his mother and his sister today telling their own side of the story. Say the boy in a Uber driver, because they wear ripped jeans. That's the mentality. Stupid things make sense to you. You have never given critical thinking or critical analytic rational thinking a space in your life. Let me tell you, Christ was born to a virgin, he die and he resurrect. Anything else that they give you an ajasa, anything else where they tell you verify it from scripture. They have used that name Christ to start wars. And I need us to start thinking. How can they tell you? And even IK, Ogbona, will be celeb, say maybe some people read it more than once. You know that song where they played for Baby Freeze? Baby Shark, da 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 da, Baby Shark. When he was crying as a baby, that's the song they used to play. Mommy Shark, da 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 da, Mommy Shark, da 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 da, Daddy Shark, da da. That song had 12 billion views on YouTube in 6 years. That song where all the children where I know, they play that song for them to keep quiet globally. Then you are telling me of Chimamanda. Write letter about Peter Obi to Biden. I'll be amazed if Biden has read that letter. Even if Biden responds, just know say na one of his secretary now read them, and the second Biden when country one collapse for a head. Now you get time to read your own country letter we don't collapse since. Explain to me, say Biden when whole country one collapse for a head. Now you go get time to read letter of your country. Say Biden read it. Unless Biden reads it out publicly and uses his mouth to say, I read the letter. Let me tell you, I worked in AIM Group. Cool FM was part of AIM Group. It's not everything that is signed by my MD that my MD signed. He get people who go read that and sign for him. They go just read them, look am, say, okay, yeah. One person go attend to Ram. You want them to say Biden, unless Biden come out publicly talk. Say I have read the letter from Chimamanda. Oh, Chimamanda's a great author. I've read her letter and I'm going to take action in Nigeria. But I have to wait because I got to deal with Trump first. And I got to deal with the dollar. Biden weighing currency one turn to paper. America want become Venezuela now. I never hear. Una think say Biden get time for one backwater country where they one corner. When no we get themselves in 60 years. Country where they give to us on a platter of gold, we wreck. Biden will come they read letter of Chimam. Biden don't read Buhari letter first. As in, if you put money down, Biden no read that letter. Biden no even know say the letter. Now one of his aides go don't read and reply and use Biden's signature say on behalf of the president. Someone say Biden loves Nigeria. Do you know how many countries are in the world that Biden loves? How useful is Nigeria to Biden that he will love Nigeria to the point where he's reading Chimamanda's letter? That means when he finishes, he will read Lai Mohammed letter 2. Then he will read Shoyinka letter 2. As in, you would think that Biden is jobless. You think he just hops from one place to the other going for medical treatment. You really think that Biden just literally just strolls up and down, doesn't have what to do, that has time to read Chimamanda's letter? Somebody said what God cannot do does not exist. That thing has killed more people than it has saved. What God cannot do does not exist. Just finished killing one person where I know. The person who introduced me to what God cannot do does not exist, don't buy. They no resurrect them. The person who introduced me, wait tell me, say, hey, come and see what God can. He don't buy now, bury and last year. What God cannot do does not exist, call. What God cannot do exists. Plenty full everywhere. God cannot lie and God cannot change to suit your foolishness. As in, Biden get time, he love Nigeria, so they read. Before you know it now, you go see Biden comment for Insta blog and Tunde head not. You don't wake up one day, just check Insta blog, just say, in fact, Biden go join my live this night. As I go live, you'll see Joe Biden. Yo, Daddy Freeze. I want to talk about all the afofuros in my country. Let's talk about afofuros. That's what I want to talk about. Oh yeah, in America now, so many Nigerians in America now, they're doing afofuro work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm Joe Biden, and I want to talk about it. Biden will join my life first before I read that letter. Which letter? I'll be amazed. As in, if Biden read that letter, I go clap for him. America, where they try hold rock, we want fall for their head. Now we'll get time to read. But you see, when you sit down and you present facts, guys, look at it like this, look at it like this, look at it like this, look at it like this. The next thing now, they will begin to fight you. Baba, I know they follow anybody fight. I am not for anybody. I've said it before. The only person I supported in the election was Showore. I am for the truth. Any day Tinubu come, he talk true, I follow him. The next day Obi come, he talk true, I follow him. I am a truth ashawo. Truth. Now be the money where they once you talk something way true. I go say, P2B. That's right. The next day, Mogalu can't talk you. Mogalu. The next day, Tinubu can't talk you. Jagaban. That's my boy, Jagaban. The next day, Atiku can't talk to. Tick. That's a ticks. Oh yeah. Baba, anybody will talk true. Naya, I know. Truth na universal language. So I want us to, we're so sentimental in this country. And let me tell you something here. We were raised with sentiments. Your parents raised you with tribal and religious sentiments. Tribalism started from your home. It's a sentiment. You were not raised to think rationally. The average Nigerian was not raised to think nationally. Somebody say paid defense. Really? Show you they see how people they dance. If I tell you, say your papa, someone say DF Agbado dey your pocket. Because I no believe say 10 billion. Okay, Agbado dey my pocket. No worry. Say I no believe say 10 billion people reach Mamanda letter. 9 be say they don't bribe me. Una be bingo. Ekponu gan. So okay. So that I can show that I am obedient now. All right. Don't worry, yeah. I believe 10 billion people read that. No worry that they bring light from my estate every 5 minutes. If you go, they'll bring them back. In fact, the queen went by. Biden email him to him. The queen raised from dead. Read the letter. Can't die back after she minute on him. So because I don't believe what you stupidly, as in, do you know how stupid that thing is? It's the most stupid thing I've seen in a whole year. 10 billion people. The guy did not even say 10 billion views. Let's even say he said 10 billion views. I will still debate it. It's not possible. Come be say 10 billion people. Do 10 billion people exist in the world? As I don't agree I don't collect bribe. God go punish your papa and your mama. We decide, say they don't go drink postinol for your matter. You had no business making it past the first month in gestation. No business. As a matter of fact, Gold Circle would have saved the world of having you around. You will tell me, say, because I don't believe something way stupid, where they're supposed to flog you if you believe. Say, I don't believe I don't collect bribe. And that's a views possible. Impossible. That thing cannot get 50 million views. It is impossible. Davido's song where they everywhere, where they put on top bus, you they drive for bus, they see them for traffic. How many views has that song gathered? Song where was the #1 streamed song. How many views has it gathered? Does that song have 20 million views? Google it. Go to YouTube. Someone says it's not an obvious exaggeration. It is a ridiculous exaggeration. Views. I'm a YouTuber. I've been a YouTuber for almost 10 years. Do you know what it takes to get 1 million views? Let me break your heart. That Roga song, Ashiwaju, it has only 20-something million views. In 6 months. You can't tell me, say, letter. How many people they read for Nigeria? I feel like entering this phone, make I begin to give all of them a blow. How many people they read for Nigeria? I can tell you that 90% of you watching this live have not read that letter. When nobody say she sing them a song, she write letter. Una they read. The people who read that letter, I'm telling you, they say 10 million people view them. That 10 million people now. Letter. How many of you they read? You say it's an exaggeration. Exaggeration is when you say 10 million people is 13 million people. You say 10 billion. It is impossible. Nothing in Nigeria has crossed 1 billion views. No Nigerian content. Tell me the Nigerian content that has crossed 1 billion views globally. Mention what content Nigeria has released to the world. Is it Whiskey? Is it Davido? Is it Burna Boy that has 1 billion views for one song or one video? Can be letter. Impossible. Femi Aderoba say you read every day. People will read every Baba. Let me tell you, there was a time, when I first started Free the Sheeple ministry, I used to write. Who remembers that time? I will write, Instagram go full. I will begin to write again. Baba, nobody they read for Nigeria. Talk. They want to watch video. That's what their brain can hold. He said 10 billion now. It's there on my page. 10, he did not even say 10 billion views, and 10 billion views is impossible unless they translated that thing to Mandarin and Hindi. Hindi. Majority of the world, more than half of the world, speaks Mandarin and Hindi. That's Indian and Chinese language. So you want to tell me that the Japanese, you want to tell me that the Japanese read that letter? You want to tell me that the Arabs read that letter? Did they translate it to Arabic, or you think Arabs bother themselves about Nigeria so much that they will read an English letter that concerns Nigeria? No, let's talk. Letter will no cross. If that letter cross border Nigerian to Nigerian, then a sprinkle of other nationals who concern themselves with global affairs. Do you think in India, Chimamanda's letter will be on television? Say, an author wrote a letter, as the Indians go talk about them for their country. Let me break your heart. Out of 7 billion, 7.9 billion people in the world, India and China are more than half, about almost 5 billion. It's just India and China alone. Letter we no go break into there. Let me tell you, artists we whole Asia. Now those ones, they make money. Anybody who won't come for me, make it come for me. I have nothing against Peter Obi. I just have everything against when you make such a dumb statement. How can you say 10 billion people? Someone said China ready. There are government officials, maybe 20 of them or 10, maybe 100 people ready in China. The average Chinese man on the street, does he know Nigeria? Did you not watch a documentary where they were walking on the streets in America with one girl with microphone and was asking people, mention one city in Africa? They did not know. It's on YouTube. You did not see the documentary. You people rate yourself so high, as in, damn. Did you not watch the documentary where the girl was walking up and down asking people, so mention a city in Africa? Nobody knew. Somebody said Kenya. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, are you on TikTok? I want to buy me. I am on TikTok. Daddy FRZ, come and buy me gifts. So the average American, I'm not even, let's forget China and India that don't know you exist. Let's talk about the average American that does not know you. Just go, if you live in America today, just go with a microphone and ask 10 random people, who is Peter Obi? That answer will tell you that the only people that are watching what concerns us is us. Please, if you want to buy me gift on TikTok, I'm looking for Money Gone. That's my favorite gift. Money Gone. Then come to Facebook. Search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Scroll down to today's video. Click on today's video, and you will see how to buy stars. I have so many followers on TikTok. You will not believe I have more people watching me on TikTok. I have 215 people on TikTok and 213 on Facebook and 105 on YouTube. I don't know, as I just gather people for TikTok. I don't know. I just get luck. TikTok people seem to like me. What's that? I like Money Gone. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because we have devolved. We have devolved into a set of humans that cannot carry out rational thinking. We like superstitions, we like rumors, we like gists. We never like to analyze things. Clan V, God bless you. Thank you for sending me a Money Gone. Clan V. God bless you, Clan V. Love you so much, sis. Everybody follow Clan V on TikTok. Now, let me take you to today's lecture. I want to talk about two things. Graded absolutism. They listen so that when I go get sense. Another person don't buy me Money Gone. God go bless you. Ifeinwa, Tony and Kem, thank you so much for sending me a Money Gone. Awesome. On TikTok, send me your gift. I'm waiting for those of you. Someone said, what's Money Gone? You have it on TikTok. If you go to TikTok, you'll see it. But I also have stars on Facebook. If you don't have TikTok, come to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. Yay! Somebody don't drop me 2,000 stars. Big shout out to Coco Boy. Coco Boy music. If anyone don't drop me another money gun, now they enjoy me today. Coco Boy. Coco Boy. A better guy. All right, let's talk about graded absolutism. A lot of people don't understand what graded absolutism is. So what is graded absolutism? Listen, learn, so that una go fit, they no go dey cheat una. Listen and learn is very important. Graded absolutism is a theory of moral absolutism in Christian ethics, which resolves the objection to absolutism. In moral conflict, we are obligated to opposites. Moral absolutism is the ethical view that certain actions are absolutely right or wrong, regardless of other contexts, such as the consequences or the intentions behind them. We are all taught that it is bad to lie. Are we not all taught that it's bad to lie? But Rahab lied. Samuel lied. We are taught that thou shalt not kill. But the Bible actually says thou shalt not murder. There's a difference. But we are not knowledgeable enough. Abraham lied. Even though Abraham's lie did not work out at the end of it, they almost put him in trouble. That's why I'm using Rahab's lie saved Israel. And it was counted in Hebrews chapter 11 as faith. In some other religions, it is called the lesser of two evils. And stop that. And for instance, now, person one go use bomb, blow high rise. I can't see him, they go there. I can't shoot him arrow in by. I have not sinned. It's not a sin. Because even though I do not have the legal right to do what I did, I have prevented a greater evil. Am I connecting with you? Person saying one go put bomb for high rise, where like 2,000 people go by. Me, I can't catch them as they go. I can't see where he did for open field. I can't give him arrow in come by. Or person hold gun. He put on for person where he hold. Saying go buy this person, go buy this person, go buy this person. Then he come tell and say, why you won't buy him? I won't buy him because I need this. I come tell and say, yeah, no worry that we have it. Just let the person go. We have it. Meanwhile, you know, get him. It's not a sin. But we are not taught these things because we are not taught rational thinking. Your pastors lie every day to make money off you, but you are taught that lying is bad. I'm not saying lying is good, but we have to understand the concept of greater evil, the concept of lesser evil, the concept of graded absolutism, the concepts of situational ethics. Have you ever heard of something called situational ethics? This is the particular context of an act, rather than judging it with a whole viewpoint. For instance, I'll give you an example. To comot pikin for belle, no good. But I know a lady who had her last 2 or was it 3 children when the story came to me. But she had placenta abruption. She was lucky the last 2 times. She almost died. She can't get belle. Meanwhile, she don't born boy, she don't born girl. She get plenty children, but she can't get belle. Baba, when the husband told me, what do I do? Listen to the options. That she'll be in the hospital from the 4th month, and they'll be watching over her for 5 months in the hospital. The bill they gave him was 20 million naira. I asked him, I said, are you mad? Oh, that way weary. I tell him, the way I talk to him, the guy weak. I can't say, you don't tell me, say, man, wo weary ni leyin. And you don't tell me, say, when they watch mad person from our house. So. Say 20 million to born pikin when nobody say you never born pikin before. You want to pay 20 million naira down. Then you want to gamble the life of your wife. Then you want to gamble her career. She'll be in the hospital for 5 months. Who is going to wait for her by the time she comes back? It's like you are mad. Oh, you better look for where you go commode the thing now. The guy said, Daddy, freeze. Don't talk to me like that. You are insulting me. I said, I will insult you more. You are a borderline lunatic for even giving this any consideration of a bikini. You want to born waiting. The last time your wife nearly died. The previous time your wife nearly died. She barely made it. They even want to come out her womb. If you had never had a child before, let's say you don't search for pikin for 15 years, you can't mind finally get the belle. Then we can say, okay, I'll sacrifice my career so I can have a child. Then you'll be in the hospital for 20 million naira is what some people pay for IVF. But when you don't already born sons, you don't born daughters, you can't get belle. And you are prone. Even the doctor, when the doctor saw it, the doctor said, you have to be on admission from the 4th month. You have to live in the hospital. Imagine 20 million are just the hospital living. Where they're going to monitor them 24 hours. You know what it is to live 5 months in the hospital? Like a prison sentence. For what? Egbo Shijade, come out nonsense. The person that was there said, Daddy, freeze, you don't have a conscience. So that's a child. I say, which child? I can't remove it now. Do not let night fall before you remove it. Maybe you know begin they grew. Now they take come out the pikin. Why? Because one pastor, the doctor told her that he cannot do it. I had to go and see the doctor. I said, come. Why can't I started gently. I shake me for the guy. Una no say I know where, una no trust me. Now security they use to take drive me come out the hospital. The shake me where I shake me for the doctor. I said, you are a bastard. Your religious beliefs say, so you want someone who has this high risk to come and sit in your hospital for 5 months to the bill of 20 million naira. You're a wicked person. Because your beliefs say it is bad. How will your beliefs not say it is bad? Because you have black and white thinking. Let me tell you, it's not everything that is good and bad. There are some things that are neither good nor bad. It follow why I drop out of church. Begin to hear revelation from God directly. God begin teach me. Because I say, how can religion make you so stupid? Gbogbo èpè ni mo fi ṣẹ́ pé wá yẹ ò ní dá olè ló máa pa ẹ́ òṣì. The doctor give you option. Why was removing it not an option? Why was it not an option? Why was removing it not an option? Another person don't buy Mr. Person we get sense. Make I hate the people we get sense, Jare. Oluwatosin Adeyemi. Oluwatitosin. God is enough to worship. Adeyemi, the crown will continue to fit you. Ademama Yeni. You see, we are taught that this is good and this is evil. But you see, if you go out of the church and study situational ethics, you will understand that in a situation, something that is good might be bad. And in another situation, what is bad is actually recommended. Stop, uncle, give me that thing. Situational ethics. It's not every situation that something is good, or in every situation that something is bad. You've seen it. Oluwatosin Adeyemi. Ademama Yeni. Oluwadema Tosin. I even want to say a prayer for Coco Boy. Coco Boy Oshegon. God will continue to guide you to the path of light. God will direct you. Oluwatosin Adeyemi. Just send me 2,500 stars. Oluwatosin. Olamaye. You are going to be an Oluwatosin Olayemi. You are going to be Oluwatosin Adeyemi. You are going to be Oluwatosin Owoyemi. You are going to be Oluwatosin Ayoyemi. Everything good in this life will befit you. Mọ́tò máa yẹ, aṣọ tó dáa máa yẹ, ilé tó dáa máa yẹ, ìyàwó rere, ọmọ rere, ilé rere, career rere, all of it to be bestowed upon you. Thank you very much for being so kind to me. Big shout out, big shout out to you. And to every single one who has sent me a gift on TikTok, Ifeinwa Tony Akem. Hey, Ifeinwa. God will continue to butter your bread. He will continue to egg your yam. He will continue to sugar your tea. He will continue to eforiro your pounded yam. In fact, he will bokoto your eforiro. He will prawn your eforiro. Oh, God will bless you. God will bless you. God will bless you. Phoenix too, don't send me money gun. Oh, Loba Tonleni. And when you unlock Phoenix, God will give you joy, light. Thank you. Let me not sell prayers. Let me not join them. But I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And to every single person who has sent me stars on Facebook, thank you so much. You guys are really enjoying today. Once a musician is supposed to be this night, make una go gather on our money. I go praise una tire. I will praise you people till you are tired. Let me appreciate all of those who appreciate me. Now, I don't nearly meet my deadline. Darth Phoenix, please follow Darth Phoenix. Please follow Shop Clan V. Oshegon, thank you. Darth Phoenix bought me 6 money guns. I want people bad though. Only use 6 money guns. If I don't do like this, I don't look like e-money. What? I should give you a money gun. Yeah, because you've been here with me all day. That's right, baby freeze. Chop the knuckle. Chop the knuckle. Don't hit my... Careful. Chop the knuckle. That's it, boy. This is the first time he's staying with me during the week. And it's not by force. Now, he ain't come here by himself. And I was telling him, don't shake this thing, don't shake this thing. So, let's talk about situational ethics. You're going to find yourself in situations in life. When I know just want to make I talk, when I know just want to make I preach today, another person don't deposit. Oluwatosin Adeyemi. Another 2,500 stars. Oluwatosin Adeyemi. Adeyima, yeah. This crown really befits you. How can a crown look so good on somebody's head? Oluwatosin Adeyemi, 7,000 stars. Oluwatosin. Oluwatosin. Kò ní fi ẹ́ lẹ̀. Kò ní dójú tì ẹ́. Ò ní tẹ́wọ́ náà. Ò ní kábùkù. Ibi tí ò bá dá wọn ní dárúkọ ẹ. Oluwatosin. Ó ṣé. Adeyemi Oluwatosin. Ó ṣé. Clan V, rich member level 10. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all of you. So let me round off. I've really been blown away by the love I've been shown today. It hasn't been like that in a long time. Thank you very much, Oluwatosin. Oh yeah. 1,000 stars and above, and I go pray for Una today. I go wish you well. Please, I'm not selling the prayer. I'm just appreciating those who do. Because you are helping my channel grow. So let's talk about, what was I talking about? Situational. You are not paying attention. I
was not.
You are not. Situational ethics. Greetings, Captain Mo. Let's talk about situational. Gao. Oluwatosin Adeyemi. In fact, I'm going to do closing prayer for only you when I finish. Hey, Oluwatosin Adeyemi. Let me round off. Situational ethics and graded absolutism. You see, thinking in absolutes is one of the biggest problems we have in Christianity. It's either right or wrong, up or down, black or white. But in all honesty, the world is a bit more transient. There are blurry but very existent lines between right and wrong. The church has lied. Because the same church that teaches you that greed is such a great evil will tell you that you cannot sleep with your wife, with your fiancé that you have set wedding date for. Show me the rationale in that. They'll say it is fornication. Please, I studied Bible in original languages. In Hebrew, Aramaic, Latin, and Greek. There is no place where an engaged couple having intercourse was considered sin or adultery or fornication. The Greek word for adultery is moichetai. The Greek word that King James erroneously translated into fornication is porneia. And porneia means prostitution. There was no place in scripture where an engaged couple engaging in intercourse was considered porneia or moichetai. It doesn't exist unless your pastor wants to write the scriptures again in his own handwriting. Your pastor is greedy. He sells the gospel, but then comes to tell you that woman where you don't engage, if you sleep with them, na sin. I challenge you, don't come and read English Bible. Go and show me. Go to a rabbi and let them define fornication as an engaged couple sleeping with themselves with biblical reference. They cannot. They'll be cooking up what does not exist. So a 35-year-old man who is not married, who is in a serious monogamous relationship with a 32-year-old girl, and they are not married, they cannot engage in intercourse. They must marry first. Do you know one of the biggest problems in today's church? People marry so that they can have intercourse. Then they now realize that the marriage is not worth it. Then they break up because of cheating. Does it make any sense to you? You, we block us, they hungry. If they scratch you, you won't go do. They say, you know if you marry unless you know if you do unless you marry. You can't go marry stupidly. You are back on the street joining the single people, dragging the remaining people that are available. There are no absolutes in faith. There are places in faith where God is seeing your heart. Indicate your interest. I'm not saying randomly sleep with anybody. No, I've never sold that as an option. I am in a relationship with this person. Mommy meets them. Daddy meets them. The person don't carry wine, go give your papa. Let me tell you something. You dey inside relationship. The person you are in a relationship with, don't they solve on a family problem small by small, but pastor say make you no sleep with them. God go punish your pastor. God himself go they come down, they flog your pastor every night. You no go get sleep for one night. Boy, where you dey relationship with. Someone said, what is adultery? The biblical definition of adultery is when a man, married or single, has something to do with a married woman or an engaged woman. That's adultery. If a single woman has something to do with a married man, it is not seen biblically as adultery. Adultery is a punishable offense by they're supposed to buy the person according to the Bible. But adultery only happens when you take somebody's wife. If you take somebody's husband, it's not adultery. Women never owned husbands, but men owned wives. I've broken this down for you according to the old books of Leviticus and Deuteronomy. Don't let anybody lie to you. There is nowhere in the Bible where it says that if a married man sleeps with a single lady, it's adultery. It does not exist. It does not exist. It's only when a single man or a married man touches a married or engaged woman, then it is adultery, and the penalty not to buy them. If a man, according to the Bible, is caught sleeping with a woman, he is meant to pay her bride price. Only if the woman is a virgin. If the woman is not a virgin, there's nothing they will do about it. The Bible is silent. So you will not be virgin. Me, I can't bench you. It can't be adultery. That thing where they smoke, leave am. The Bible is entirely silent on it. So here's what I wanted to teach. I also told you that this Bible that many of us are using, how much research have you even done to authenticate the many lies sold today as the gospel? According to the Sun newspaper, a new Bible chapter containing hidden verses was discovered by scientists after it was erased by scribe 1,500 years ago. When this was erased, the English Bible did not exist. So it was erased before the Bible became English. Guess how they were able to read the page? Using ultraviolet photography on a manuscript at the Vatican Library. Real Duchess rules. Because the Bible didn't say anything about adultery, does it make it right? I have said the Bible speaks about adultery. The Bible has a word for adultery. But adultery is not when a married man touches a woman. Like as I be now, I can't go carry babe for Unilag, no be adultery. Oh. It is only adultery if the girl is married. Adultery, you know the Bible is very sexist. Forget anything anybody wants to tell you. The Bible counts the sin different. If a man seduces a virgin, he pays a bride price and marries her. Let me tell you about the Bible here. The penalty for, say you force person, is milder than the penalty of, say you sleep with person wife willingly. If you sleep with person wife willingly, na stone to buy. But if you force person, say you carry baby, you force am, you must marry am, now be the penalty. And you must pay her father her full bride price. That's the penalty. Ask any scholar to interpret it to you. So you cannot use the, that's why I say situational ethics. In the Bible, you force a virgin, you pay her bride price and marry her, you can never divorce her. In America, you force a virgin, you'll be in prison for the rest of your life. In the Bible, two men are caught together, now stone to buy. In America, a pastor will officially wed them. Situational ethics. According to the Bible, a man cannot commit adultery unless he is doing it with a married or engaged woman. A married man cannot commit adultery with a single woman. Let your scholars interpret otherwise and come and show me. I'm Google waiting. So today we are here, a whole new chapter is discovered. And your pastor is a bishop of the Bible that has one chapter that he does not know existed. If you read Mark chapter 16, simply Vic and I were talking about this today, you will see that Mark chapter 16 has two endings. Has the old ending and the new ending. Just go and read it, you'll see it there. So, my problem with graded absolutism and situational ethics is, who is the person, stop it, that decides the situation? Who is the person that decides the absolutism? Is it this church that is twisted and the pastors that have lost their souls and their lives and don't know anything? Majority of them, there are few of them who still speak the truth. So when you are surrounded by a situation where 90% of what's in Christianity is neither biblical, nor was it practiced by the early church, it is man-made. How do you now sit down inside the man-made lies to choose which is worse than the other? These are points that we need to ponder. So that's all I have to say. Let me use this opportunity once again to thank Oluwaseyi Adeyemi, a gentleman, out of the abundance of his love, sent me 12,000 stars on Facebook. Oluwatosin Adeyemi. Olúwa máa tó ẹ̀sìn. Olúwa tó ẹ̀sìn tọmọtọmọ. Adé máa yẹ tọmọtọmọ. I need somebody to translate that. Adé máa yẹ. Adeyemi means the crown befits me. The crown will befit you and your children. There are all sorts of crowns that you might not appreciate. But when they put the crown on you, you will carry the crown like a king, not like a clown. There are so many people who the crown fits, but don't have the character. You will have the character to carry that crown. And just as you have decided to be generous to me today, may God be generous in the things you need to you. Those things money can buy, and the many things money cannot buy but are more valuable than the ones money can buy. Crown go fit your children. Oluwatosin Adeyemi.
Hey.
I remember when we were in school, there was a boy called Rotimi when we were in ISI. He used to drive a Volvo, and we used to laugh at him that the Volvo did not fit him because he was a bit short, so he used to stretch his head like this to drive it. So you just see the car passing, and he said, they say motor no, they fit this guy. Why? Anything that is good in this life must fit you. If it don't fit you, they must tailor make your own to suit you. Ogbodo ye, it must befit you. It must suit you. Oluwatosin Adeyemi Oshe, I appreciate you. Big shout out to everyone who gave me money guns. Dart Phoenix, thank you so much. Only him 6 money guns. Ifeyiwa Tony Ankem 2 money guns, and Shop Clan V 1 money gun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm following Dart Phoenix now, guys. If you're watching on TikTok, please follow Dart Phoenix. Follow him now. Ifeyiwa Tonia Nkem, I'm also going to follow her if I'm not already following her. Oh, I'm following her already. Shop Clan V, I'm also following her back. Thank you so much for all the love. Guys, follow these people if you're watching on TikTok. Take care, all of you. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much, Oluwatosin Adeyemi. My message today, in summary, is simple. Do not allow people who are wicked choose what type of wickedness is bad, because they will always choose the ones that do not favor them. They will tell you sleeping with your girlfriend is bad, but stealing, using church funds of poor people to buy aeroplane and defending it that you have to be there for them. Let me tell you something here. It's just like, say I create COVID. I can't create the vaccine. That's it. You created the problem in these people's mind. That's why they are looking to you as the solution. It's wickedness. Telling people in 2023 that they need to pray more is stupidity. Have you not prayed enough? Let me tell you, telling people to pray when their solution is at their fingertips is a lot worse than an engaged couple having intercourse. Does anybody have any question? In the absence of any question, I think I'm going to close the live. I'm coming back later on tonight, and we're going to be talking about DNA and how important it is. I have a document before me that shows that a very popular celeb who has been in the news recently is not the father of his child. This is supposed to be DNA evidence. So we need to talk about DNA. How important is it? It is. Should it be mandatory? We're going to be talking about this. Big shout out to you, Coco Boy. Coco Boy, this year is going to be a good year for you. You've always supported me. Coco Boy, are you here? Raise your hand if you're here. I'm not mentioning anybody's name. For the celeb, I'm not mentioning anybody's name. But it is either an actor or a musician. One of the two. Coco Boy, are you here? Guys, help me pass on the love to Coco Boy. Coco Boy, God bless you for always remembering me, always supporting me. God bless you for always being there. Thank you so much, Coco Boy. So we're going to be talking about this at midnight. Make sure you do join us. I love you here. I love you all. You guys must all be here, and I'm going to be bringing you live. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Bye.